it's me Praveena. I'm here with a new topic in the control system, that is transfer function of armature controlled DC motor. In the last class we discussed about electrical system. Before that we have discussed about mechanical systems. In mechanical systems we have discussed about a mechanical rotational system and mechanical translational system. Then we discussed about electrical system. And next we are going to discuss about a transfer function of armature controlled DC motor, and it is an electromechanical system, that is a combination of electrical and mechanical system. Okay, so let us start. The speed of a DC motor is directly proportional to the armature voltage and inversely proportional to the flux in the field winding. In armature controlled DC motor, the desired speed is obtained by varying the armature voltage. And this speed control system is an example for electromechanical control system. And in this, since it is an electromechanical control system, it has got an electrical part and a mechanical part, and the electrical part in this consists of an armature and a field circuit. But for analysis purpose, only the armature circuit is considered, because the field circuit is excited by a constant voltage. And here the mechanical system consists of the rotating part of the motor and a load connected to the shaft of the motor. And figure shows the armature controlled DC motor diagram. You can see here in this diagram we know that it consists of an electrical part and a mechanical part, and first portion shows the electrical part that represents the field circuit, and a second section, the field circuit consists of a field current IF and field resistance RF and field inductance LF, and that consists of field circuit. And the armature circuit consists of armature current IA and armature resistance RA and armature inductance LA. So these two parts constitutes the electrical part. Okay, but for analysis purpose we are only considering the armature portion only. We are not considering the field part, because field part is excited by the constant voltage. So we are interested only in the armature part, that is IA, RA and LA. So and mechanical part consists of the rotating part of the motor. It is shown here, and the motor is represented by M, and its parameters are represented by J and B. So we have to note these notations, where RA is the armature resistance and LA is the armature inductance, IA is the armature current, VA is the armature voltage, and EB is the back EMF, and KT is the torque constant, capital T is the torque developed by the motor, theta is the angular displacement of the shaft, and J is the moment of inertia of the motor and load, and B is the frictional coefficient of motor and load, and KB is the back EMF constant. And these notations we will use to derive the equations. So you should understand these notations. Okay. So next we have to find out the transfer function of armature controlled DC motor, and for that we have to first write the equations, differential equations, and for the electrical part and mechanical part, and then we have to find the Laplace transform of it, and we can find out the output divided by input quantity, that is a transfer function. Okay, so first of all we know that it consists of an electrical part, and the equivalent circuit for the electrical part is shown in the figure, that is the electrical part consists of the armature circuit, and armature consists of armature resistance RA, armature inductance LA, and armature voltage VA. Also, when that voltage is applied across the armature, a back EMF is developed in the armature, and that back EMF is represented by EB. So the equivalent circuit of the armature is shown in this figure, and it consists of a resistance and inductance which are connected in series, and there is a back EMF EB, and applied voltage is V, armature voltage is VA, and due to that voltage there will be an armature current IA, and across the resistor the voltage drop is IA into RA, and across the inductance the voltage drop is LA into DIA by dt. And so this is the circuit, equivalent circuit for the armature. So we can apply Kirchhoff's law for getting for analysis purpose. We are using Kirchhoff's voltage law, and that means algebraic sum of the voltages around the loop is equal to 0. So we can apply Kirchhoff's voltage law to this one. So we will get IA into RA, IA into RA plus L into dIA by dt plus EB equal to VA. Okay. So this is the equation for the electrical circuit. Also the torque of also whenever a voltage is applied and back EMF is developed, also there will be a torque on the DC motor, and the torque of the DC motor is proportional to the product of the flux and current. And since flux is a constant in the system, the torque is proportional to current alone. So we can write the equation as torque is directly proportional to Ia, because in the case of a DC motor, torque is the function of current and flux, but here flux is constant, so we can write torque is directly proportional to Ia. So torque is equal to KT into Ia, where KT, what is KT? What is KT? KT is, it is in the figure, KT is the torque constant, whose unit is Newton meter per ampere. Okay. So this is the electrical part, and next is the mechanical system of the motor, and we know that here the mechanical system consists of what is in the figure. Mechanical system consists of J and B and angular displacement theta. Okay, so we can draw the mechanical system like this. J is moment of inertia and B is constant, that is representing the friction in the system. And the mechanical system of the motor can be represented by the differential equation, that is, this can be represented like this. It can be represented J into d square theta divided by dt square plus B into d theta by dt is equal to T. Well, let T is where T is applied torque on it, and the various forces acting on the system are frictional force due to J and frictional force due to B. So we can write it as a J into d square theta divided by dt square plus B into d theta by dt equal to applied torque T. So this is a mechanical system equation, and also there is a back EMF of DC machine, and that back EMF is proportional to the displacement. So we can write that this back EMF EB is directly proportional to d theta divided by dt, or back EMF EB is equal to KB into d theta divided by dt. So KB is a back EMF constant, and the Laplace transform of various time various domain signals, time domain signals can be find out, and here the what are the signals? VA is an input signal, EB is a back EMF, and T of S is applied torque, and IA is current, and theta is the angular displacement. So we can write the Laplace transform of everything, that is L into VA equal to VA of S, EB Laplace transform of EB equal to EB of S, and Laplace transform of T of S is equal to Laplace transform of torque equal to T of S, and Laplace transform of IA equal to IA of S, Laplace transform of theta equal to theta of S. Also we have differential equations. We have derived the differential equations. We can apply Laplace transform on that differential equation also. So we will get we have the differential equations such as IA into RA plus LA into dIA by dt plus EB equal to VA. That is for electrical system, and T equal to KT into IA. That is another equation. And for the mechanical part, it is J into d square theta by dt square plus B into d theta by dt is equal to T. And also the back EMF developed is given by EB equal to KB into d theta by dt. These are the basic equations, and we can apply Laplace transform on these equations. So we will get IA of S into RS plus LA into S into IA of S plus EB of S is equal to VA of S, and that is equation number 1.16. And also for the second equation, T of S will be equal to KT into IA of S, that is equation number 1.17. And the next equation, next Laplace transform application will give to JS square into theta of S plus BS into theta of S equal to T of S. But we are assuming that the initial conditions are 0. That is why we are getting this equation. and EB of S is equal to KB into S into theta of S. This is equation 1.19. These are the equations that we obtained after Laplace transform, and in these equations we can find that 1.17 gives the T of S equal to KT into IA of S, and 1.18 also gives the T of S. So we can equate these two equations, that is 1.17 and 1.18 are the same equations, so we can equate it. So we will get Ka into Ia of S is equal to Js square plus Bs into theta of S, and here Ia of S can be keeping on the left side and Ka will come to the right hand side, so we will get S square plus Bs divided by Ka into theta of S, and this is one of the equation Ia of S, and we can notate it as 1.20, equation number 1.20, and also there is 1.16, equation 1.16 that contains Ia of S into Ra plus La into S into Ia of S plus Eb of S is equal to Va of S. Okay, and in that equation we can take in 1.16 we can take Ia of S outside. Okay, so that we will get when Ia of S is taking outside, we will get Ra plus S into La into Ia of S plus Ea of S is equal to Va of S, and that is equation 1.21. In that equation we can substitute for Ea of S and Ia of S, where Ea of S is given by the equation 1.19. Eb of S is given by the equation 1.19. Eb of S is equal to Kb into S into theta of S. So by substituting equation 1.19 and 1.20 respectively in equation 1.21, we will get Ra into SLA plus Ia of S. Instead of Ia of S, we are writing Js square plus Bs by Kt into theta of S, plus Eb of S. Instead of Eb of S, we are writing Kb into S into theta of S is equal to Va of S. By rearranging the terms and taking theta of S outside, we will get an equation Ra plus SLA into Js square plus Bs plus Kb into Kt into S divided by Kt. The theta of S is equal to Va of S. So the transfer function can be obtained as theta of S divided by Va of S, where theta of S is the angular displacement, Va of S is the input voltage. So theta of S divided by Va of S is equal to Kt divided by Ra plus SLA into Js square plus Bs plus Kb into Kt into S, and by multiplying the terms and rearranging the equation, we will get Kt divided by Ra into Js square plus Ra into B into S plus La into Js cube plus La into Bs square plus Kb into Kt into S. This is the equation, and these all are, so we can rewrite the equation like this. So this is the equation for transfer function of armature controlled DC motor. So in the case of DC motor, there are electrical and mechanical systems. So it is an electromechanical system, and we have to derive the equation for electrical system and mechanical system, and we have to apply Laplace transform on that equation, and finally we will get the transfer function, that is the ratio of output displacement to input voltage Va of S, that is theta of S by Va of S. That is the quantity that we are interested in. Also in this derivation we have to bear in mind the equations for electrical system and also the mechanical system, that is the equations 1.16 to 1.19 that you have to remain in mind. That will be useful for other derivations. Okay, so this is all about transfer function of armature controlled DC motor.